Well, hello there, my fellow miners and crafters. GoodTimesWithScar here, bringing you another super awesome Minecraft project. And in today's project, we return to the Scarland roller coaster build to work on our Viking ship. And in today's episode, we'll work on the sea monster, crushing it, and all sorts of other great details. So let's get this episode underway. All right, and welcome back to Scarland, a land where we take survival building to the extreme, and we're here in the roller coaster station getting ready to go on a little ride. So I thought, why don't we take the roller coaster on a little trip today instead of walking over there, because we haven't done it in a video in quite some time. So let's do it. Let's call ourselves a mine car and have it sent on its way. So one thing we still need to do is get some ride operators out of villagers. So we need to cure some infected zombies and then get them as villagers. So I think that'd be really cool. And as you can see, lots and lots of little terraforming work being done down there, and it's starting to look pretty good. So we've been doing a lot of the terraforming, of course, on Twitch, and today I'll be streaming on Twitch today. Now I might be starting a brand new series on Twitch, and I'm pretty excited about that. So I might be doing the roller coaster today, or I might be doing the brand new series. You could let me know. Should we start the brand new series, or should we do some more roller coaster? Either way, we're going to do it this weekend. I just haven't decided if it's Saturday or Sunday, so I'm pretty excited about that. And there it is. There's our Viking ship, but there is quite a bit more work to do today. And you might be seeing some little dirt piles up there. And those dirt piles are where the sea monster is kind of crushing the ship. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out all sorts of different materials and start to jazz it up. So we're going to have some darker green wool, some green stained, and of course some lime stained clay, and that will make up the tentacles of the sea monster going up there and crushing the ship and all sorts of great stuff. We're also going to add, the crew members of the vessel, and also continue to work on this area right here, which is still quite bland and boring, and we need to add a little bit more charm to it. All right, so we're aboard the ship right now, ready to set sail. All right, so we've done quite a bit of work, right? Kind of quite a bit of work on the ship. Got a pretty good start of it, but now it's time to destroy it. It's time to literally destroy the ship. Time to do it. Oh, this hurts. Oh, this hurts. Oh, this does kind of hurt a little bit. Kind of hurts right down inside. Oh, I'm not a big fan of destroying work, but to make what we want, this is what we have to do, my friends. This is what we have to do. It's kind of a shed. We just shed our tears now, and we can kind of get going. All right, so I was going to maybe start with the green clay like so. And what we're going to do is we're going to use a lot of this dirt kind of as a measuring thing, just to kind of work on getting the shape and everything together. And it'll take a lot of work. It'll take a lot of refining, quite a bit of off-camera work to get these pillars to kind of look like, some type of sea monsters reaching from the depths of the sea upwards and crushing the ship that we're going through. So I think that'll be pretty cool. Inside the underwater section of the roller coaster, we are going to have something like this ship underwater and, after it's already been underwater. And then we encounter, yes sirree, we encounter the ghoulish creature himself, the sea monster. And I think that'll be pretty cool. I'm still completely awful at making any, creatures in Minecraft. That's one of my worst things. Say, hey, Scar, make me an elephant. And it's I have no idea where to even start. I'll make you a house. How about I make you a modern house? Is that going to be okay for you? But when it comes to stuff like that, it's ugh. All right, wonderful. Here we go. So now what we're going to do is we're just wanting to make the interior of the design have a little bit of a darker color, and then see how we're kind of getting that across there. And here it goes again, my friends. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts. All right, there we go. That looks good. And then I'm going to cut out this section. Now you might be wondering, let me open the inventory. So in the kind of very interior wise of the tentacles, I want to do some red and pink skin or something. So it looks like, that the animal's either been, or creature, whatever it has been, cut and sliced by, the crew members trying to fend off and all that good stuff. But I think it's coming out pretty good. I think it is coming out pretty good, but I want to ask you guys, how are you doing today? How's your day? How's your week going? Hopefully you're doing well. My week's been crazy, absolutely insanely crazy, and it's not going to get any less crazy for quite some time, unfortunately. I've got my surgeries finally scheduled, and unfortunately they pushed it back another week. So I have that to look forward to for another week of thinking about it. So it's been quite the process of trying to get this scheduled, and I keep telling you guys, you know, I have the surgery coming up and it's going to affect videos and stuff, but I've never been able to tell you guys, all right, this is when it's going to be, because literally I have absolutely no idea because it keeps changing. So it's pretty much scheduled now for August or early August, beginning August. So it kind of puts a kink in my plans because I thought it was going to be within a week of now, and I had videos set, so now I'm gonna have to redo everything because of course those videos need to go up. And yeah, super frustrating, but unfortunately it's out of my hands. And I was really mad, but once you think about it, you gotta not fret the things that you have no control over, and worry about the things you do have control over, like your emotions, and taking what was a negative and trying to turn it into a positive, or just not letting it bother you. And that's easier said than done, but once you're able to kind of like take a deep breath, step back, and just not worry about things, life just gets a little bit better. All right, sometimes you just plain have to just like not care, and you just have to be like, I just cannot worry about the things that I have no control over. Because if you're always worried about things you have control over, your life can get kind of miserable. All right, there we go. And then I'm gonna bring this piece all the way up into here. Looking good, looking good. All right, I think we're starting to get something. I think we're definitely starting to get something. So give me a couple seconds here. Let me kind of refine a little bit, and I'll see you in just 1 minute. All right, and welcome back, and look at that tentacle looking pretty darn cool. So we have quite a bit more work to do here. So let's jump on back over here, and I want to start adding some smaller detail pieces into the design. So first thing we want to do is get ourselves a little bit of scaffolding built up. There we go, looking good. All right, so we want to clear out our green clay for now. So we've got quite a bit of, you know, refinement still to do to it, but we want to start to add some of these elements to it to start to give it that little bit better detailed design. Okay, so how do we want to do this? Let's just start bringing this up like so. Okay, and then we can inside maybe, oh, it'd been nice to get some shears. I thought this was actually stained clay, but apparently not. And there we go. And then I think I'm going to stick this piece in like a little bit like that. There we go. And then I'm going to come over like so, and I'm just going to add a little bit of red. There we go. And then bring this up just a little bit higher. Wonderful. And I think I'll bring up just a bit more there and to here. I'm going to call that good. Okay, just want to mix in a few different varieties of color. So I think a little bit of red will look great right there. And that's actually hardened clay, so I'll switch that out like so. And I think that'll be good for now. I think we can still add a lot more detail as we kind of move the design along. Okay, and then we'll cut this all out of here. There we go, and get all the extra materials all gathered up. Okay, let's see here. I think this could use just a bit more. So just kind of refine it a little bit, adding bits here and there. I want to bring more green of the kind of, I guess, skin around it. So we'll get that going a little bit. All right, so then let's swap back over here and grab a little bit of that. Wonderful. And we can kind of bring this like that, and then just kind of bring this on the outside of it a little bit. There we go. And then, yeah, I think that'll look good. Start to bring that up a little bit, and then, you know, come into like so. Let's actually use a little bit of carpet because we are running a little bit low, of course, on hardened clay. Not the easiest thing to come by, not the easiest thing at all. There we go. And then we'll cut this section out like so. Bring this up like that. And yeah, that is starting to look good. Wonderful. Okay, let's knock this off, grab that, there we go. And then let's start working our way up. So one thing I thought we could do is to add claws. So how would you guys have added claws to this, you know, sea monster tentacle coming up? The only way I could really find that looked cool was either levers or buttons. And I found the buttons to be a little bit better than levers. I thought it just looked a little bit better. Okay, but we're not going to get to that quite yet. We're going to start to add a little bit of lime stained clay on the outside. So this will just give it a little bit more of an accent color. There we go. So it's not all just that or that dark green. So we're just adding a little bit more bright green. There we go. Awesome. So one thing I will be doing in a little bit off camera is coming in and removing some of the interior hardened clay. So in some of these areas, there'll be like a piece of it that's, you know, interior wise, it's covered up. So we can go through and remove those, and then we can recover some of our clay back. So that'd be pretty cool to get a little bit of that back. Okay, and I'll put that right there, and wonderful, very, very cool. All right, and then let's jump on down and add a little more here and there. Cool, okay, and then we'll get that through there. Wonderful. Yeah, like I was saying, one of the biggest things to try to stay positive, if you will, is how you react to things. Like my swim coach used to always tell us that 90% of stuff, 90% of things that happen to you are under your control. So say something happens to you, it's 90% what happens to you, it's 10% how you react to it. So we still need to bring this all the way down and underwater, but we can do that in a little bit. I would like to take a little peek from a distance. So it's 90% how you react to it, 10% what happens to you. And it's pretty true. It's pretty true. And that's something I've been trying to think of, trying to stay positive during tougher times and stuff like that. It really does kind of help a little bit to think that way. And what in the world? Oh, we're missing a block right there. Anyway, oh, look at that. That looks really cool. Oh, that's awesome. Once we add the little extra detail pieces here and there, I think that'll look really cool. All right, so I'm just going to finish that tentacle up, and I'll see you in just a minute, and we'll work on some other cool things around the ship. And look at how spooky that looks. Oh man, that looks kind of scary. All right, let's head back over here. And this one, what I want is to kind of look like it's kind of going up and around the side of the ship. So what we're going to be doing here is just trying to incorporate a bit more design along here. There we go, there we go, there we go. Awesome. And then we're just going to sneak on down. And then I would come around like so, and yeah, that'll look good. That'll look good. And then I wanted to kind of wrap under here, and if I could grab out something like that and kind of bring it under like that, but we can work on some of that a little bit later. There we go. That's some stuff that'll kind of take a little while to really kind of refine. But what I want to do is get this section to kind of really wrap up here like so, and then start up about here. There we go. And then we can start bringing this up like this, and then kind of going up and around the sail, looking like it's about to smash the mast of the ship. There we go, there we go. Looking good, looking good, looking good. Yeah, so I'm actually fairly pleased so far with the way this has come out. This is some of the funnest stuff to try to think of theme. It's something that's what I wanted as a career path, was to work in entertainment industry, especially like Imagineering, somewhere who creates theme park rides around theme and design and stuff like that. That's like in my entire life, like I wanted that. Not something that I'm able to do, but something I'm able to do in a really crazy other way, and that is play a video game and hopefully inspire other people to build and design things within that video game that is Minecraft. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool because when I originally wanted to be an Imagineer, was something to create like cool things that make people happy, excited to want to come to the like park like Disneyland or Disney World or something like that and ride these rides. It takes them out of their kind of, maybe they're having a rough day or something along those lines, and they go to Disneyland and they're happy and they're having a good time with their friends or family. And that's what I wanted to do, create immersive environments that take you out of that world and have fun. And kind of do that here. We kind of do that here in Scarland. It's kind of funny how life changes and stuff like that. There we go. And bring that across there. And boom, there we go. Yeah, it's strange. I would never have thought when I actually wanted to be an Imagineer. We were flying back from Florida after I was there when my cousin was born. And that's when I was like, I'm going to be an Imagineer. And I started drawing right there. I started drawing out a couple ride ideas that I had when I was there. I was like, it'd be really cool if they had like a, ooh, this looks cool. We can kind of cut through there. It'd be really cool if there was like a, an Aladdin ride, kind of like an Indiana Jones style ride where you're on an enhanced motion vehicle and you're flying around through the caves and stuff like that. And I was just drawing up all sorts of little designs. I think I was like 9 at the time. And I had all sorts of good stuff like that. And but now kind of doing the same thing a little bit, making rides and things like that within Minecraft. And it's kind of funny how things change. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm liking this so far. I think things are coming out of just the way we like them. There we go. And then I'm just going to go like that, and bring that up like so. There we go. And let me grab out just a little bit more like that, and come up there just a little bit more. And we can scaffold up here, and then we'll work on that interior section by adding a little bit of the red and the pink stained clay to give it just a little bit better design. There we go. And let me jump on up and place that on top. I think I'm actually going to do a light. I'm actually going to go with light. There we go. Put that right there. There we go. And now what we can do here is add something like this. So we can kind of go along here, and let me swoop back across. There we go. and put something like that. And I think this is cool. Like, it just adds like a little extra detail. Also, we're going to put carpet on top of this, and that just gives it kind of almost a scaly design a little bit. I was considering maybe like a black or a gray or something too to look like scales. We could always experiment. We could always do a little bit of experimentation on that. So let me know what you think of that. There we go. We might be able to do something like that, but let's keep getting this down. Yeah, I'm liking this. Okay, let's grab out a little bit of our carpet. And as you can see, we just dropped the carpet on here like that. And it just adds just a little bit more texture and a little bit different variety to the top. And I think that'll look really cool. And yeah, so let's continue to add that center and our claws. And welcome aboard, and we've got ourselves another tentacle going up and crushing the ship. And I like this little section right here. It looks like it's all like torn out right there. One thing I've done is I've brought a full block of our dark chocolate all the way across, and then went one level up, and then of course one level up again. But let's work on this section right here. Now this area could use just a little bit more of sprucing up. So let's see, how do I want to make this little curve go up here? What I would love to see is it kind of expanded out a little bit. Now I know what we're going to do here might change here and there. It's just something where we're just kind of working with a little bit, just trying to see if there's anywhere we can improve the design just a little here and just a little there. Awesome. Okay, and what I want to think about is maybe softening that curve up just a little bit by adding a couple of these blocks like that. Looking good, and I can kind of come over it like that and go like that. Something like that I think would look really, really cool. Very cool. Awesome. Okay, wonderful. And then I'm going to take a little bit of spruce and a little bit of milk chocolate, and I'm going to do something like this. I want it to be kind of like a little bit of like an eye or something like that. I think that might look cool. So I'm going to go like that. I'm going to build this up just a little bit. So let's jump on down a little bit here, and then we're just going to bring those across there like so, and bring that out, and you guessed it, this side too. Looking good, looking good. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is I wanna bring this across here like that, and then let's see, does that match up? Oh, this side's all broken, so we won't do it on that side. Okay, and yeah, there we go, that looks good now. Okay, and then I'm gonna transition that, smooth that out just a little bit, and go like that. There we go, bring that up like that, and bring that up like that. So just have this like smooth transition going up there. Now, one thing we can do a little bit later, if we would like, is to add some spruce accents like we did over there. But this is kind of a work in progress over here, so we're just kind of feeling it out, trying to find the right design, doing our work here. Very cool. All right, and then, oh, no, we're drowning. Oh, we're drowning, everyone. Hold on, we're going down. All right, let's work our way back up. There we go. Awesome. All right. Okay, so let's get back to work here. Enough horsing around. There we go. And then we'll go like that. Very cool. I'm liking that. There we go. That's what we want. This is all about trial and error. And finding what feels right in the design. Trying to make those curves feel a little bit more natural, a little bit more organic, and I think those look good. So let's put the final touches on here and get this side all complete. And there we go. Look at that little tail in the front, or the head of the ship. Doesn't that look pretty cool? It's got those little eyes on the side. I love it. All right, so let's sneak our way up the tentacle here and get back up into the ship if we can. Can we do it? There we go. Ooh, parkour skills are on today. All right, so let's head back to the back of the ship here. And as you can see, I've started to clean this area up, similar to what we did in the front. There we go. And now I'm going to go right about here. I'm going to clear that out of the way. And then I'm going to bring this up to about there. Cut that in like so. And beautiful. Wonderful. All right. And I'm going to sneak on back here for somebody steering the ship. There we go. And the officer's uniform of the ship is going to be these darker blues. There we go. We're going to put that on there. And let's see, we're going to put these white pants on. There we go. And the nice white hat. There we go. Put that on there. Beautiful. So one thing that'll be great when 1.9 officially finally comes out is we're going to have the ability to put stuff in the hands of these armor stands. So that's going to be cool. There we go, and put that right there. And there we go, we've got somebody driving the ship. Now what I would like is to have an officer about right here or so. So I'm gonna put an officer about right about there, looking good. All right, we'll put that right there. And then put those on him, put his nice little white hat on. And of course, let's see, does he have Let's see, he has white pants. Okay, he has white pants on and blue shoes. There we go. Now we've got all of the deckhands, all the sailor guys. Now those guys don't have as fancy outfits on, so they just have standard kind of gray pants, gray boots, brown, different things like that. So they don't have as fancy of clothes on, but we're just kind of scattering them around, thinking of, we're coming down the hill. We're only going to see this for a split second. So try to position these in places that your guy on the minecart will actually see. So something like that I think will be great. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put the brighter clothes on in this one. There we go. Put that one right there. And let's put a darker hat on him. There we go. And of course, you need some shoes. So I'm going to put some shoes on you. There we go. And I want somebody like right here kind of like freaking out at the monster. He's like, oh my gosh. All right. Beautiful. Okay. And I'll put that on there like so. And place that right there. And let's see. Get these guys on there too. There we go. And beautiful, wonderful. All right, we deserve a little break and a little steak. Nice, nice. All right, beautiful, awesome. Okay, that's it. That's all I got. That's all I got, my friends. There we go. So that I think is looking good. We might need a couple more characters here and there, but I think that will be pretty good. So let's put the finishing touches on the ship, and we'll do a little tour around, and we'll finish up this episode. All right, and welcome back, and we have got our boat nearly fully assembled. There might be a little bit more work I would like to do on Twitch today. We could go on there and do a live stream and do a couple things here and there. I might add some smaller tentacles coming up here, and maybe another one over there, kind of come up there and crushing the ship. And yeah, look at all our little guys on there, all looking super fancy. So let's jump on there and do a little tour and just kind of look at all the details. It's all kind of come together, and I think looks okay. We've got a little bit of redstone here and there, as a little bit of blood. We've got our little buttons there looking super fancy, and of course we can jump up here and look off on the top of the ship. And I think this came out nice. We got the little eyes kind of on the sides, and yeah, and it's nice. I think it's got a little bit of that Viking style, but we also put a little bit of our own artistic interpretation on it, and I think that kind of came out okay. And hello there. All right, let's take a look at the back of the boat. So we'll sneak on the back here, and we've got our officers here just freaking out, having no idea what's going on. They're just trying to steer us clear of the sea monster. And of course we got our back swoop kind of going around there, and I just kind of freshened up this side over here, ran a little bit of stairs, and then brought this up like that. This area could use a little bit more accent colors, but for the most part I think it came out pretty nice. I think it definitely came out pretty nice. Let's jump off the front of the boat and swim off a little bit and kind of see how everything kind of came together from a distance. And hopefully you have enjoyed this particular build here for the roller coaster project, where we built the ship, and I think it came out nice. I went through a lot of revisions trying to figure out what would look best, and I think this looks pretty good. And well, guys, this has been Good Times with Scar, and I always really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos. If you believe the video deserved a rating, that would be much appreciated. And until next time, we'll see you later. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter.